Yeah. What's up, your buddy Domuto? We're back with another video. Today we're watching What If Goku and Gohan Were Trapped in the Time Chamber, Part 5 and 6, Salad Saiyan. Alright, so it's time. Man. So we're gonna get into it, man. The story's really good, man. I think Salad Saiyan doing this thing with this story, so let's get into it.
There's a big time skip actually. With the Buu Saga happening earlier, and Battle of Gods happening earlier too, that leaves a big gap between that and whatever comes next. But in the meantime, what's going on with everybody? Well, with Vegeta being Vegeta, it's no surprise that he's purely focused on training, now utilizing Ultimate and powered by Super Saiyan Blue. Of course, Gohan's going to be doing the same thing too, and actually from time to time, he'll be training with Vegeta, especially once he's actually invited to Beerus' planet and starts training there. And over this time period, both of them see exponential growth, especially Gohan, who eventually unlocks Godly Ki, soaring far beyond his current power. The Beast form, with God Ki imbued within it. It's unfathomable. Vegeta can't even believe it. That gap between them. It gets closed, and then Gohan creates a new gap. Of course, Vegeta's growing strong as well. With all these years to train, he eventually unlocks Blue Evolution, which also contributes to his ultimate form, and he immediately integrates it within that. Thankfully, there's not too many threats during this time. Actually, pretty much nothing. The only thing that comes up is Frieza being revived. After all the years that passed, eventually he comes to Earth, and it's not too big of a deal actually. At first it's noticed that somebody ended up using the Dragon Balls, but no one knows who. And then they sense Frieza's power heading right towards Earth. And at first it seems pretty worrisome. Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan aren't there. It's just Piccolo, the humans, and then whoever else is there to help fight. They're able to hold off Frieza's army, but as soon as Frieza steps off the ship, somebody else teleports in. It's Gohan. They're all glad to see him here. And just as expected from everyone, Gohan's gonna take this seriously and try to solve it before.
Fuck that nigga up, Gohan.
He looks at Frieza and
bitch ass nigga.
Frieza chuckles. This must be that monkey's child. He's all grown up now. But there's no way he's a match for the Yemp. He's cut off before he can even finish his speech. Gohan doesn't give Frieza a chance to power up, transform, or even speak. A beam hits Frieza right in his chest mid-speech, and he falls over to the ground dead. He doesn't know how strong Frieza is right now, or if he'd even be a challenge. But this is the type of thing he's training for. He takes the idea of protecting Earth very seriously now. And it makes Gohan feel much more at ease knowing that he's seeing results from this. The fact that he's able to one-shot Frieza. Well, the Frieza they fought back then isn't nearly as powerful as where Gohan is now. But who knows what new heights he ascended to. Gohan's just content that this was avoided. He briefly talks with everyone, and then immediately ends in transmissions back to Beerus' planet. And Piccolo sees more of Gohan's stoicism. It's not like him to act like this. The more time passes, the more Gohan is just not himself. Not that he's acting negatively. Just that he seems bored, depressed maybe. Who knows? It's been going on for a while and Piccolo sees that it's not really getting better. Or maybe it is. He doesn't know for sure. He hasn't seen Gohan in so long. Following the events of Resurrection F, if you can even call them events, we get to the Universe X tournament. The team here is pretty straightforward. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, and as a way to further push Gohan and Vegeta, Monarch there too. Although it's definitely not necessary. The two of them are so far beyond anyone else in Universe 6 that it's not even fair. Gohan is up first, and he basically sweeps everyone. He doesn't even really need to transform until he fights Hit, and once he goes into his beast form, Hit stands no chance. And this kind of bumps Goku out. He actually had something that he really wanted to show off. And this would have been the perfect opportunity for that, but he didn't get a chance for that. He's just glad that Gohan's growing a lot stronger. And they've seen Goku from time to time, but this is the first chance they get to see him for a prolonged period of time. And after the tournament, he's brought to Beerus' planet. They really want to see what he's got in store, and Goku says he's been working on this for a while. And he thought once he achieved this would be the way to surpass his limits. But he sees now, he has more limits above that. He broke through one ceiling and just created another. This is only the beginning of what he's capable of. And Goku transforms. His hair grows out. It seems he's going into Super Saiyan 3. But something else weird happens. Well, at first it looks pretty normal. They see the aura of Kaioken surround him. But then, Goku's hair flashes, becoming brighter, darker, shining, not looking like a normal Super Saiyan 3. And Goku's eyes shift into a piercing green color. Much more vibrant than the normal eyes of a Super Saiyan 3. And he's bulked up considerably too. He finishes powering up and looks at the two of them. This is what he calls Super Saiyan 3 Limit Breaker. The culmination of his training with Super Saiyan 3, as well as the abilities granted to him by Kais, Shin, Kibito, and King Kai. It's every aspect of his power together. The trainings of the
that's fire.
The trainings from Kami, a mastery of Super Saiyan 3, a mastery of Kaioken, and of course, his newfound abilities with magic. It's everything together, and then some. And most importantly, his eyebrows are back, which is the thing Goku's most excited about. Goku faces Vegeta in battle first, and Vegeta thinks this is possibly unfair. There's no way Goku's going to be on his level. And it's not him saying that out of pride or whatever, it's just he has God Ki. And there's no way that Goku can actually reach that strength without that. Or at least, that's what he assumes. Amidst the battle, he sees that his judgment is completely wrong. Goku actually is incredibly strong. And Goku already does have trace amounts of godly ki, thanks to his past encounters with Vegeta over this time period, as well as the fact that he's literally a Kai essentially. He's essentially getting his own type of ki or something. That of a Saiyan, that of a Supreme Kai, that of a God. In terms of raw power, Vegeta still is above Goku, but Goku's able to close that gap. They're so close in strength that Goku's strategies actually allow him to close the gap. His new abilities as a Kai, the fact that Kaioken is ever improving, and no longer ripping his body apart but instead just continuing to multiply his power. And another really helpful tidbit, the fact that he could teleport mid-battle, something that they already knew before, but now has a better version of thanks to the Kai. As the battle concludes, Vegeta ends up winning, but only barely. He's impressed. Without true access to godly ki, Goku's able to do this, actually contend with him in a fight. And who knows, once Goku actually gets full access to God Ki, especially thanks to the trace amounts that he gained from this battle, he might ascend Vegeta in terms of raw strength.
Easily.
And Gohan's glad to see this too. He and Goku don't fight. They both know the outcome after all. And Goku tells Gohan he's not going to fight him again until he knows he can contend with his son. And Gohan smiles, accepting this. He hopes and kind of knows that that day will come soon. But now, we head into the future, the timeline Trunks is from. And let's actually rewind a bit here, going to when Trunks finally returned home after the Cell Saga. Just out of curiosity, Trunks decides he wants to train in the Room of Spirit and Time. He was able to find it, and while the lookout was partially destroyed, he sees the time chamber actually is somewhat intact. And he's very concerned about it because if it actually does get destroyed, well, he's going to be trapped in there just like Goku and Gohan, which won't be good for anybody. But if he goes in and trains for a little bit and isn't too excessive with it, maybe he'll be okay. He's not going to be too risky with it, but he decides to train a little bit in there, more on top of what he did in the past timeline. He grows stronger than he ever was before, achieving Super Saiyan 2. But he's careful with it, knowing that it could break the time chamber. And he really did this out of curiosity. He didn't need to do it. Well, eventually he does need to fight Imperfect Cell, but even then, he wouldn't have needed the extra power anyways. This was kind of for himself, as reassurance really. This does have some nice effects later on though. Once we get to the Buu Saga, with Trunks being stronger from the get-go and still training with Shin and Kibito, this means he has an easier time fighting Deborah and Bobby. And that also means Shin and Kibito survive, giving Trunks even more training, meaning Trunks can pursue even further strength. Also getting the same powers he did originally, such as the ability to heal, and actually getting access to the Kai.
I hate that they didn't use that power in the anime. My fault.
One day on the Sacred World of Kais, and
he can heal niggas and shit.
The three of them all sense this power, the malicious intent within it. A figure then teleports behind Shin, stabbing right through his back, with the blade going through his chest. Shin falls to the ground, and a blast is launched at Kibito, eradicating him. Trunks is enraged beyond belief and has no clue what's going on. He instantly transforms into Super Saiyan 2, rushing over with the Z-Sword. But the mysterious man blocks the attack, crushing the sword and destroying it, also inadvertently killing Elder Kai. The figure was moving so fast before that Trunks couldn't see him, but now he sees clearly, and he recognized that person's face. It's Gohan. Trunks has no idea what to do here.
Gohan?
That can't actually be Gohan, right? And it doesn't look like his Gohan. He doesn't have that scar and he has both arms. But still, this makes no sense. Where did this Gohan come from?
Yeah, both arms.
Whim, Trunks teleports away with the Kai, grabbing something on the Sacred World of Kais before leaving. Not long after, Trunks arrives in the past. Not with a time machine, but he just appears.
Time ring, yeah.
A portal appears over Capsule Corp and Trunks jumps through it. With him learning more about the Kais, he has knowledge of and access to the time rings. And this is what he used to travel through the past here. But he needs to work quick. Whoever this is might be able to follow him. He doesn't know for sure. Trunks' presence is known at Capsule Corp, and everyone comes over to the area. Trunks tries to explain quickly what's going on, but before he could finish explaining, Gohan Black himself appears. And they're all dumbfounded at the sight of this, especially Goku and Gohan. Vegeta, Gohan, and Goku all came back to Earth once Trunks arrived, because they knew something bad was definitely happening. But this? They have no clue what it is. And Goku notices something strange about it. He feels like he knows that key. Something about Gohan Black is familiar, and not the fact that he looks like Gohan. They easily ward off Gohan Black, who then ends up escaping because he realizes he's not strong enough to fight them just yet. And everyone's wondering who the hell Gohan Black is. Well, for a brief moment, some think that it might actually be Gohan. They don't say it flat out because Gohan is there right now, but it looks just like him, and what if somehow he got to that future timeline? All the anger, resentment, the negative emotions he built up from being trapped in the Room of Spirit and Time. Did he turn evil and come back somehow? And while that could be possible, they're just not sure how that would have happened and why he would go to the future timeline even. But as they think about it more, Goku puts his finger on who that key belongs to. He knows who it is. But that also doesn't make sense. The key senses it's Zamasu's. They don't know who the hell Zamasu is, but Goku explains. Well, while he's been training with Shin Kibito, he actually met some of the other Kais, and actually sparred with one of them.
Let me find out.
Named Zamasu.
Supreme Kai
He's heard some
Goku.
pretty interesting views from Zamasu that kind of align with this guy, wanting to destroy mortals or whatever, but Zamasu's grown past that. Goku tells everyone he'll be back. He teleports to the Sacred World of Kais, and then goes to Universe 10 to try and see Zamasu. He tells Zamasu what he saw, and what he sensed, and Zamasu's kind of shocked to hear this. Well, he admits. At one point, he did consider some sort of Zero Mortals plan or whatever, but he's grown past that by now. The thing is here, Zamasu doesn't hate Goku. No one knew of Zamasu before except Goku, and Goku and Zamasu have actually become good training buddies.
The hell?
Goku is thankfully able to lead Zamasu away from those bad views he had before and kind of reform him. And surprisingly, Zamasu's actually grown to like Goku.
Alright, Martin Luther
This
Goku.
Zamasu actually has nothing planned. But if Goku did sense his ki, what does that mean? As Goku stays here and begins talking with Zamasu even more, Trunks brings everyone else to the future. Trunks was in such a hurry to leave that he didn't even go and check Earth. Realizing his mistake, he immediately heads there, and thankfully, Future Bulma's okay and the place is still intact, although they arrived at just the right time. And immediately, they encounter Black once more. He was a bit injured from that fight beforehand, but he was able to escape in time. Although, now he's been healed. They don't know how he was healed, but he has been, which makes them a little bit suspicious about what's going on here. And Gohan Black shows off a new power that he obtained. Thanks to being healed and accessing his anger, he unlocks Super Saiyan Rose. And Gohan's confused. He's never had or seen this form before. And Gohan Black begins commenting on this. He knows Gohan has some sort of beast form or whatever, but it's so primitive. Even the name, Beast. Frankly, he's glad he didn't get that form. He doesn't know what this is, but he's not going to question it. This must be the form of a true deity. Those mortals like Trunks, messing with time, and those other mortals like Vegeta and Gohan.
Why look like Goten? What the fuck is that?
It disgusts him. And now, he's going to use that same power to destroy them all. The three of them jump into battle with Gohan Black, and he's actually pretty powerful with Rosette. They're able to deal significant damage to him, but he teleports away randomly, and then comes back with someone else who heals him. Is that a Supreme Kai or something? And at the same time as this shocking revelation, a couple more people.
Jamashu?
Goku appears with three other Kais, Zamasu, Gowasu, and Shin. But this just makes them even more confused. If Gohan Black is Zamasu somehow, then why is there another Zamasu here? There's three now. The present Zamasu, the future Zamasu, and Gohan Black. And Gohan Black and future Zamasu are just as surprised. Another one? What, is he gonna join them or something? No, but he's with those other guys. He's with Goku. That doesn't make sense. Zamasu floats up to his future self. He's appalled at his actions. Future Zamasu is a bit shocked to hear this. He was already kind of on the fence, but why is this version of himself actually good still? Gohan Black doesn't question it. He continues fighting with the others. Goku stands by with Zamasu to make sure future Zamasu doesn't try anything, while Gohan Black faces Gohan, Trunks, and Vegeta. And they're surprised. Somehow he's able to keep up with Gohan's beast form, as well as Vegeta's ultimate.
That's
the strength
crazy.
within him, it's incredible. Especially after he just got healed twice and got Zenkai boost from it. He's beyond where he was before. And for the first time in a while, Gohan's facing an opponent that's actually besting him in terms of power. And the opponent, it's
Come on, Gohan.
And he knows it's not actually him, but seeing this evil version of him makes him think, could he end up being like this? Like, what if he's going down a bad path? He's known this for a while. Goku and Piccolo have told him about it, but they haven't flat out referred to it. Gohan was obviously radically changed by the Room of Spirit and Time, but they've seen that he's been bottling it up. And looking at this evil reflection of him, he sees the bitterness and depression, all those negative emotions he has locked away. He doesn't think he could end up like this, but what if it could bring him down this path? He doesn't ever want to end up like this. And he also wants to defeat this person. It's an imposter. It's not him. But the thing is, Gohan Black is just growing so powerful. He's turning the tide of the battle. They just need a little bit more strength to overcome him. But they can't. Goku would like to join the fight too, but he's worried to leave Zamasu alone. Vegeta's beaten by Gohan Black, and Trunks goes over to heal him. Gohan faces Gohan Black alone. But somehow his beast form is not enough. And Gohan Black actually enjoys this. He gets to fight Gohan one-on-one, beating him and feeling glee from it. And as Trunks heals Vegeta, he watches on. Gohan is hopeless to fight back. And while watching this, images of future Gohan flash through his head. He couldn't help Gohan there, and he can't help Gohan now.
Nigga, of course you could help future Gohan. Nigga, you wasn't.
He can't go through that again. He has to do something. Something has to happen here. The rage he feels.
Future Gohan couldn't help himself.
Anger, it's all overwhelming. Gohan Black looks down at Gohan in pity. He's bloodied and beaten, and Gohan doesn't know what to think of this. It's been so long since he faced someone stronger than him, and now he's gonna lose. It's someone utilizing his power. But a brilliant light illuminates the area. Gohan senses a familiar ki flare up, and he looks over. The ki comes from where Vegeta is, but he can't see anybody besides Vegeta. But he sees a streak of light fly across, connecting with Gohan Black, and then knocking him far across the sky. Gohan floats back up, and standing next to him is Trunks. Gohan's eyes widen. There's no way. Trunks is standing there, looking very similar to Gohan. That same white hair, those red eyes.
Oh, hell no.
He's just pushed to the edge, and now we see Beast Trunks. But the fight isn't over yet, not nearly. Even with this power,
that's fire.
Trunks,
That's fire.
Gohan
That's
Black
fire.
still sees a way out. Trunks looks over at Gohan, holding a fist in front of him, smirking. He can't believe the overflowing power he feels. It's incredible. And he tells Gohan,
it's fire,
don't
but it's
fall
disgusting.
Gohan nods in agreement.
That look clean right there. That look clean.
He stands alongside Trunks, saying,
clean.
Let's do this. And the two of them rush in towards Gohan Black together.
Beast
and
Trunks.
now he can't defend. He lifts up each arm, defending against a punch from each of them. But he feels the pain ringing through it. His arms are nearly broken from this. Damn it, he got that same primitive form that Gohan has.
Primitive.
He's not sure if he could win here. Even with his great power, theirs just seems to be way too much. But he still has a trump card in case he needs it. Although, he's not going to use it just yet. For now, he continues the fight, trying his best to fight against them. The combined power of Beast Gohan and Beast Trunks is way too much. But Gohan Black won't give up that easily. If anything, this might fuel him. If he tries to fight even more like this, who knows? He'll get stronger from the injuries, stronger from the rage. Maybe he'll unlock a similar power, one derived from his own rage. Of course, a more refined version of that though, not the same animalistic beast form, something more befitting of a god. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. He is growing stronger amidst the battle, but so are Gohan and Trunks. The gap between them grows wider and wider. As Gohan Black takes more and more damage, he can't fight against them. He has to do something.
And they're
He needs to
fighting
be
two
healed.
beast forms,
Maybe he can
nigga.
go over to Zamasu, he could do that. But that won't work either. Zamasu's preoccupied with the other Zamasu and Goku. Partially from them fighting, but also from them talking. What's going on? Why is he talking with that mortal? What are they discussing? He must be trying to turn the Zamasu over to their side, probably. That has to be the case. But meanwhile, it's actually the opposite. Future Zamasu is actually hearing his past self out. He was kind of reluctant doing this in the first place. I mean, he didn't really have a choice. Gohan Black came here, killed Gowasu, and recruited him into the Zero Mortals plan. Yeah, Zamasu's been thinking about it, but reflecting on that, he didn't really have a choice. It happened on a whim, so he kind of had to go with it. Either that or rebel against Gohan Black, which didn't make sense to him at the time, and it wouldn't have even worked. He would have just died there too. But it all happened so quickly, he didn't even really have a chance to make a choice. He was already kind of on the fence about it, and now, present Zamasu's putting him back on that same fence. Future Zamasu's conflicted. It's already too late, isn't it? But Gowasu talks to him too. No, it's not. He can right those wrongs. He is a Supreme Kai here still. As a deity of creation, he could still create a new universe from the ashes of this one, and the other ones in this timeline as well. There are ways to help restore the damage, but Zamasu still doesn't really know. He's too far gone at this point, and he doesn't think he can go back. But Zamasu from the present timeline looks at him. He knows Zamasu better than anyone. He literally is Zamasu.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
He almost fell into the same trap, but was saved from it. And who's to say that future Zamasu can't be saved as well? Plus, he's immortal. Who cares if he's standing up against Gohan Black? Gohan Black can't do anything about it. He can't kill Zamasu. They'll fight him together. All Zamasu needs to do here is join them. Gohan Black teleports over.
No talk, no jutsu, that nigga. Okay.
He looks over at present Zamasu and Goku, launching a blast at them. Goku powers up, jumping in front of the blast, easily defending against it, and defending Zamasu in the process. But he lunges through the attack and starts attacking Gohan Black himself. As Trunks and Gohan fly over too with Vegeta, Gohan Black yells at him, "They don't have enough time. Come on, heal him right now." But Zamasu hesitates, and then he says he's not going to do it. He'll fix his actions here, and he can start that by not helping Gohan Black here. He'll let him die from his injuries. He's a poor excuse for a god, and Gohan Black calls him crazy. They made it this far. Why stop now? And he was involved in it too. But Zamasu tells Gohan Black he didn't have much of a choice either. Gohan Black might have not done it on a whim, but Zamasu here, he did that unexpectedly. It's not a Kai's job to destroy everything. Gohan Black calls him a pathetic traitor, siding with the mortals. Out of anger, he slices Zamasu in half, launching a massive blast at him, disintegrating him. Zamasu, of course, regenerates from this, telling Gohan Black it's no use. Yeah, attack him, waste his energy. He'll just regenerate from it. Thankfully, he's not the one who became immortal. Gohan Black is fuming. He knew it wouldn't kill Zamasu, but he just wanted to take his anger out on him somehow. But he still does have one choice. Alright, well, if Zamasu doesn't want to heal him, there is still one way he could utilize Zamasu's power for himself. He doesn't say anything. Just quickly, he grabs his earring, switching onto the other ear. Zamasu's taken aback by this. Crap, he forgot. Quickly, he tries to grab his other earring, but it's already too late. The fusion process has begun. Present Zamasu runs up to it, reaching out at his future self, trying to grab him, but it doesn't work. He's pulled in towards Gohan Black, as he shouts, cursing everything, while Gohan Black laughs maniacally. Forcing this fusion is a perfect idea right here. Present Zamasu slams a fist into the ground. Damn it, they were so close. It was all because of that stupid earring. They could have won.
There's some good ass storytelling, Charlotte. I ain't gonna lie, I'm into it for real.
An immortal Kai, fusing with Gohan Black. Will that make him fully immortal too? And not to mention,
Sorry if I'm not
fusion's gonna be
talking.
permanent, right?
I'm really
Because
into
it's two
it, actually. I ain't
Kais.
gonna lie.
They might have just entered the worst case scenario. Gohan and Trunks stand back, watching as the fusion occurs. They can't do much against it, and they're confused as to what's even going on here. Zamasu and Shin try to heal them too, at least while they have the time.
Right.
Vegeta says he heard about this from Elder Kai, and Goku says he has too. It's Potara fusion, and as the fusion completes, Merge Zamasu is standing there. But it's a conflicted Zamasu, a very agitated one. Gohan Black's side is there, manifesting itself. But there's also the Zamasu side, making him a little more reluctant. This Zamasu, he has a major internal conflict, and he doesn't immediately act, which gives everyone an opportunity to try and think. Goku actually has a great idea. He looks over at Shin, Gowasu, and Zamasu. They all have earrings too. He asks for them to give him a pair, and he's heard about this from Elder Kai, but asks Gowasu for confirmation. Is this fusion also permanent for mortals? And Gowasu says it actually isn't. That's only for Kais. For mortals, it has a time limit. Okay, well, that's better than he thought actually. So this plan may be even better. Goku's plan is as follows. He's gonna need a fusion to help him somewhere. The best idea would be to fuse Gohan and Trunks. While that happens, Goku's gonna use a technique that he learned on Yardrat. He hasn't just been training with the Kais all this time. He went back to Yardrat too, trying to
spirit
learn something
vision.
that he didn't really have too much time to learn.
Well,
That's Force Spirit Vision.
all the what if
Even
story
for a permanent
trying
fusion
to
like
use
this,
that
he
spirit
might actually
vision,
be
ain't
able
he?
to defuse Zamasu and Gohan Black. But he'll need Gohan and Trunks' power on his side. Originally, he was just going to have them fuse and then defuse them with Force Spirit Fission as well. But if they're going to defuse on their own, that's even better. He's not too sure if it'll work, but it's the best idea he has in mind. The sky glows an ominous orange and red color, as Zamasu charges an attack, launching down spears of ki to the surface below. They have no time to react. Shin takes off his earrings, passing it to Gohan and Trunks. Quickly, they try and fumble and put the earrings on, as all the spears from above hit the ground. Merge Zamasu looks on, with a stone-cold face, showing no emotion, but slowly, the Gohan Black side of him is taking over, influencing his decisions. But still, he's still feeling a bit of apprehension, hence his lack of emotion here. And as the smoke clears, he looks on and sees. Everybody's still standing there, except Gohan and Trunks are missing. He saw a bright flash of light appear right when they were about to hit, but it seems like the spears actually did nothing. And suddenly, a massive beam comes from below. A heat dome attack, one of Trunks' moves. It hits Merge Zamasu head on, disintegrating part of him, but he just regenerates. Although, it's strange. It's not the same regeneration that Zamasu had. He regenerates, but half of him turns purple, like it's destroyed somehow.
Ew.
From one attack. He's been made to look so ugly, so unsightly. This infuriates him, at least from the Gohan Black influence in his mind. Barely being held alive by the Zamasu side of him. Who could have done that? No one could be that strong, especially against a fusion like this. And slowly, a
somebody
fighter
is that
rises
strong,
up.
nigga.
He has that same white hair and red eyes, just like Gohan and Trunks had. And he looks like Gohan. Or, no, he looks like Trunks. But then Zamasu sees. He has earrings on. And he knows exactly who this is. The fusion introduces himself. This is Gohan. A fusion of future Trunks and present Gohan. And naturally, he's in his beast form. Before Zamasu can even say anything, Gohan begins attacking. He's aware that he probably won't be able to kill Zamasu. He's just buying time here, which is
That's
a good
fire.
thing. They could defuse Zamasu out of that fusion, and hopefully he could help restore this universe and possibly face whatever punishment comes to him. And it seems their attacks are working. The fact that one side of him isn't regenerating, that might mean the Gohan Black side of him is dying. But that still doesn't mean he's fully dying. Otherwise, this Zamasu wouldn't be attacking them right now. So he must be in there, influencing the fusion still. Fused Zamasu's infuriated, and Gohan continues attacking, trying to leave an opening for Goku. And Goku tries to come in, attacking whenever he can. But every time he tries to, Zamasu is able to dodge quickly enough, even knocking Goku out of the way. Super Saiyan 3 Limit Breaker is very powerful for him, and he's strong to begin with, but he can't match either fusion right now, as expected. But he thought he could at least hit Zamasu. He can't though, and he's going to need to do that to actually use Force Spirit Vision. Zamasu starts fighting a lot more aggressively, meaning he's fighting faster as well. Of course, Beast Gohan is able to keep up, holding Zamasu off while doing so, but they're moving so quickly that Goku can't come in and attack. He tries to Kai an instant transmission around, but nothing works. By the time he does teleport over to wherever Zamasu is, he's already gone, moving too quick for Goku to try and register. Damn it, he needs to be a little bit faster. He communicates telepathically with Gohan, telling him to try and keep Zamasu in one spot, but Gohan says that isn't going to work. He's been trying to do so, and he can tell that Zamasu's taking even more damage the more he fights. But there's an issue. They don't know how long the fusion's going to last, especially with how powerful the beast form is, and with Gowasu saying the fusion's temporary, they're unsure if the fusion might run out faster now. Especially considering the Trunks side of the fusion doesn't really know how to utilize the power to its fullest.
What they gonna do?
They need to think of something quick. But Goku has another great idea. He flies back down to the surface.
I figured
with
it
Vegeta
out.
watching. He tells Vegeta he needs to help out here. Goku's got another plan, and Vegeta has no clue of what he has in mind. Gohan continues fighting, effortlessly holding off Zamasu, but he's still worried. He needs this fusion to last longer, just so Goku can get a hit in, and try and use Force Spirit Fission. Gohan charges up a powerful Masenko, and it completely destroys Zamasu's body. Wait, did that work? Did they kill the fusion? He's not regenerating from it, so they're not sure. It's a shame Zamasu died, especially right after he turned back to the good side. Well, seemingly. But still, it's good that they got rid of the fusion. Although, that's not actually the case. A large beam comes from the sky above. Zamasu's physical body has been destroyed, but merged Zamasu has become one with the universe now. He's still immortal, and they can't even attack now. But then a copy of merged Zamasu descends from above. It tells Gohanks, it's hopeless now. He's become one with the universe. They're gonna have to destroy it if they want to destroy him, if that's even possible. Slowly, he begins consuming everything. But Gohan senses a powerful key nearby, and as Zamasu floats there, somebody then launches in towards him. He tries to move out of the way, but this other fighter, he's quick enough to parry against it, landing a hit on Zamasu. Gohan looks on amazed, and he sees exactly what happened. This fighter, it's a fusion of Goku and Vegeta. The fusion looks over at Gohanks. They had some extra Batari earrings after all. It's good that they had all those Kais there with them. He just needed a little bit extra speed, and fusing with Vegeta gave him that exact power that he needed. Not to mention, the power of a fusion in general. He feels so much stronger. This is Vegito. Actually, he's utilizing his full power right now. Ultimate. With Vegeta's side being part of it, he has the ultimate form. And
That's
this
crazy.
is Ultimate Vegito, I guess. Displaying all the power from each of his fusees. And he finally did it. He landed a hit on Zamasu. He continues attacking, and Zamasu isn't really damaged by it, but he notices something strange. He feels weaker, and this is exactly what they needed. Vegito could finally utilize Force Spirit Fission, but it might be too late. Seeing that Zamasu's merging with the universe, he's not too sure if this is going to work, but with the great power of Vegito and Force Spirit Fission on his side, it might end up working. More beams fall from the sky above, as Zamasu continues barraging the planet with Ki Blast. Gohanks and Vegito are able to defend against it, but amidst the fight, Gohanks ends up defusing. Crap, just like he thought. They were using too much power, but still, Gohan and Trunks on their own, they can help defend against this, using their beast forms still. And as Vegito continues attacking, thankfully being able to hit Zamasu's physical body, or at least the copy of it, he takes more and more power out, and starts the process of defusing him. It takes a lot of focus, and he asks Gohan and Trunks to help. They defend Vegito against all attacks, as he utilizes Force Spirit Fission, and this could be risky. I mean, he's literally ripping Zamasu out of the universe. But they notice something. One of the clones of Zamasu that's nearby, he begins morphing. The purple side of him, his power decreases dramatically, and the faces of Zamasu in the sky, they all disappear. Vegito screams, with an incredible burst of power. The Force Spirit Fission is successful. He's able to rip Zamasu away from the universe. And also, that Zamasu that was there regenerating. He looks like merged Zamasu, but his power and his ki, they're completely different. They feel like normal Zamasu. Well, maybe a little bit stronger. Vegito was able to rip the Gohan Black out of him, and he was already basically dead. It seems he accomplished what he needed. Zamasu looks like he's still fused, but it definitely is Zamasu. He feels a stark difference. His body must have just taken this form still, regenerating into whatever this is. But the Gohan Black side of him, it's gone. And the universe, it seems normal, relative to where it was a few moments ago. And Zamasu descends down to the ground, getting used to this new physical form of his. He thanks everybody, and says he doesn't expect forgiveness, but he's glad that they helped him see the light. And you know what? Maybe it's good. He feels a little bit stronger, retaining some of the power of fused Zamasu. And this could be good. He could utilize this power, create a better universe from the ashes of this one. Not by destroying it, but rebuilding it from where it was. He'll atone for his mistakes by fixing them, and this universe will prosper. He'll definitely see to it. And he looks at Trunks. Trunks doesn't necessarily know how to feel about it. And honestly, they don't even know if they could necessarily trust Zamasu. But Zamasu looks at his past self. Glad that he saw this too. He knew his past self was still on a good track, but he tells him to look at what's happened here. Look what happens when you go down a bad path like that. And it definitely resonates with present Zamasu. Now begins a lengthy process of restoring this timeline, as everyone from the present timeline heads back, with Trunks thanking them all. Although, something is strange now. After they head back, Vegito of course defuses. And Goku feels something strange about him, and Vegeta notes it too. He can sense divine ki within Goku. Maybe from fusing, he was able to inherit some of it at least. And Goku's thrilled. This is definitely going to send him down a great new path. But this also leaves Trunks and Gohan.
Goku got a little guy.
When fused, they saw each other's memories. Trunks got to see Gohan struggle firsthand, or at least remember it. And as for Gohan, he saw through Trunks' memories, seeing his future self. And he got to see this future version of himself. Even in the face of adversity and all the terrible events in his life, he was still optimistic to the very end. And even with everything not going his way, he still wanted to pursue his dreams of being a scholar, living a peaceful life, protecting everyone around him. And it leaves Gohan with more optimism than he came in with. He could be like that, his future self. Even with all the bad stuff he's been through, he's still alive. He has that peace to work with. And maybe this is a new beginning for Gohan. Seeing that terrible future timeline, getting to understand exactly what Trunks went through, as well as his future self. And he makes a vow. He can't keep living in the pessimistic way that he has been for so long now. He has a newfound sense of optimism, a newfound sense of hope. After being gone for so long, Gohan might finally be coming back.
Nigga, Salad, you putting your foot in that motherfucker right here, man. I ain't gonna lie, this is pretty fire, bro. This is pretty fire. I like how you did the flip. I like how you flipped the Goku Black story. The Gohan Black, and Fuse Trunks got the beast form. It's crazy. Everybody got their own, pretty much their own form. It's cool. I like it. I really do like it. So part 7 and 8 coming soon, later this week. So y'all stay tuned. If you like my reaction, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.